So third match and final match of the day before we get into the night session a little bit later on. Australia's Kimberley Birrell up against Dominika Cibulkova. What a great test here for Birrell today. It's a great experience to take on certainly the highest ranked player she'll have faced in her career. Of course, Kim getting the good news yesterday, taking the one final discretionary wildcard that was left to give out for the Australian Open. He's alive in the semi-finals here in the doubles with Jamila Wolf. Kim has been one of the success stories of our emerging young female players here in Australia in the last 12 months. Some very solid performances on the Australian Pro Tour. In that ranking down into the 300s, currently at 341, and an encouraging start to 2016. A qualifying win in Brisbane last week over Han of China, who was ranked 158, and a first round win main draw here in Hobart against Kovanic from Montenegro, whose current ranking is 55. So nice little signs for Kimberley Birrell, who unfortunately had to miss the Australian Open wildcard playoff back in December with injury. Been training pretty hard up in Queensland, the Pat Rafter Arena. Just completing year 12 last year and stepping out of the juniors into the seniors circuit. Cibulkova, well, had a tough first round win against Joanna Konta. Dominika trying to work her way back after being number 10 in the world only 12 months ago. Had that Achilles injury, which saw her off the tour for 4 months and really lost a bit of ground with her ranking, had to miss some big tournaments. Currently at 38 in the world and very keen to try and get back to those lofty heights. Had a disappointing second round exit at Brisbane last week to Roberta Vinci, but a chance to go deep into the draw as one of the fancy names here in behind Camilla Giorgi. Just a great day for tennis as we build to a top of 33 degrees. You can follow us on Twitter, of course, at Hobart Tennis, and join the conversation using that hashtag Hobart Tennis.
Your chair umpire for this match is Dominika from Poland.
Kimberley Birrell, one of many good products coming out of Queensland. Priscilla Hon, who won the under-18 Nationals back in December with the new structure of giving out wildcards on the female side that was brought in. The under-18s winner for the first time, getting direct entry into the Australian Open. So Priscilla Hon, very good young player. Kimberley at 17. One to look out for. Of course, Tammy Patterson getting the wild card. The new format just prior to Christmas, being the best performed in the last two Pro Tour events in Bendigo and also Canberra. And of course, Storm Sanders being given a wild card this week. But a pretty encouraging wild card playoff, making the semi-finals. So Kimberley Birrell, one of many young players, certainly with the potential to go forward. Storm Sanders being one of those. Priscilla Hon, as I mentioned. Zoe Hives is another girl that's certainly on the rise. Olivia young 15-year-old Destiny Aeva, who I saw at the wildcard playoff. He's got enormous potential, already got him ranking into the 600s. So the men have certainly led the way from an Australian perspective, and the girls trying to forge their own little group that can come through together. Just a fantastic opportunity, as I mentioned, for Birrell to go up against Cibulkova, who is just one of the great competitors on the women's tour. As we know, not big in stature, but tries to use all their assets to her advantage. Just fighting for every point. Works particularly hard, Cibulkova, as all the players do, but saw her firsthand in Brisbane last week. Just multiple sessions, not only on court, but all the extras.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second round match will be played to the best of three tiebreak sets. Dominika Cibulkova won the toss and chose to serve. Time.
So you can see the flag there in the right-hand corner just gusting up. That wind will be a feature in this match as we get into the afternoon. Girls just checking their serves. Feel for that wind. So the world number 38 up against the world number 341. What will it produce? We're about to find out. Cibulkova to get us underway. A spot in the quarterfinals up for grabs here at the Hobart International. Well played by Birrell. Right in the rally with that first strike.
30 all.
So Cibulkova gets on the board. And one double fault in that service game, but she's off and away. One game to love. Winner of this match to take on Kiki Burton, 6-3, 6-1, 1 hour against Anika Beck in the last little while.
Kimberley Birrell to serve.
It's a lovely shot right on the line. That's what she's going to have to do, Birrell. Match the firepower as Cibulkova is going to hit back harder ball than what she's maybe used to. A good start on serve. The young Aussie. What's that ball? Okay. Missed opportunity, wasn't with great pace. It's set up there for Kim, so going to need to make the most of every opportunity here if she is to upset Cibulkova today.
There you go.
Holds to love, Cibulkova 2-1 on serve here in the opening set for a spot in the quarterfinals here in Hobart. Certainly breezy down at court level. Birrell, the young Australian, 341 in the world, the wildcard into Hobart, wildcard into the Australian Open. Young girl who's certainly taken some strides in the last 12 months. She'll start to get to step up and play these bigger events. She said to us here a couple of days ago, been putting a lot of work in away from the court, just in terms of the physical preparation that you need to certainly be successful on this tour. Cibulkova certainly with the advantage of many pre-seasons, seasoned players, been towards the pointy end of the women's game. Serve. Spots here on serve because she knows she's going to get a good decent return back from Cibulkova. Sitting up in her strike zone. So first chance at a break here for Cibulkova, looking to really put some pressure on this Birrell serve. just didn't execute the final part of it. It's a good serve. Didn't allow Cibulkova to get a deep return, a half tracker, and she was brought Birrell forward, but just couldn't quite execute the last part. So the break comes 3-1. Closing in on our top of 33. Just a great sitting here at the Domain Tennis Centre as we overlook the city and the River Derwent. Players so close to their accommodation. Just a quick trip to the courts every day. Swing it down the middle. Great return by Birrell. Taking the second serve, that's what she's got to try and do. Cibulkova's winning every point when that first serve goes in at the moment. So she's got to take advantage, Birrell, and really try and make something of the second serve. 30-15. So struggling to make some inroads on that serve at the moment. Cibulkova leads at 4-1 here in the opening set.
Time.
So Dominika Cibulkova with the early running here in this second round match. Certainly on paper coming in as the red hot favourite, 38 in the world versus 341, but Birrell has certainly shown some good signs when she can get into some points here with Cibulkova. No doubt being tested just with a heavier ball coming back. just overcooking the volley.
15-30.
Just that final part of just some of the points or to just execute. Some of the lead-up stuff has been pretty good. Right on the line. To welcome up Michael Marty for the first time. You've heard him on court, of course, with a couple of interviews with the two winners so far today. Quite pleasant conditions warming up though, over 30.
Yeah, lovely conditions. Hovering around the 31 at the moment, 31 and a half. So very hot down there on centre court. Spoke to the coach of Kimberley Birrell this morning, and Chris Marnie, and I said, how's she feeling before this match? And he said, oh, didn't denote too much of a change. Probably a little forced smile here and there. He still thinks she was pretty nervous though.
She's certainly getting a heavier ball back from Cibulkova today. But look, great experience. These are the sort of matches you want to be playing, just to test where your game's at, what you need to do to improve. It's only 17, so it's still a work in progress.
Yes, and you've got to try and play your own game too. We know that Cibulkova is a powerful hitter. But Kimberley's got to find her own rhythm and perhaps try and not let Cibulkova dictate terms. Try and work around the court a little bit, but what an experience, as you said. Wonderful experience for Kimberley.
So not the way you'd like to give your opponent a game, but that's the way it's unfolding at the moment. 5-1 in the blink of an eye here. Cibulkova in the opening set, the third seed up against the wild card. So Cibulkova serving for the opening set.
Deep for Cibulkova, getting the ball in really deep, and Birrell's been cramped a number of times, probably not giving herself quite enough room. That ball coming back to her, as you said, Brett, a lot more power and a bit of heat on it from Cibulkova. She probably just needs to adjust that.
Second ace for Cibulkova gives her 3 set points. And she does it in just 21 minutes. So Cibulkova throwing in a couple of aces. Both girls serving healthily beyond 70%. Cibulkova getting a good strike on that first ball. Not able to really take advantage of that first serve percentage, Kimberley Birrell. So she's getting a good ball back, which is certainly drawing the errors.
Just a couple of aces to Cibulkova, and Birrell not able yet to slip one past on an ace. Double faults, just one apiece, so not too bad.
Mona Bartle, obviously a bit of discomfort for her earlier. Guts to her way out. I thought Osaka, interestingly, just seemed a bit, I don't know, taken back by the injury to her opponent, which sort of left her a little bit sort of flat. She just wasn't quite in the game today, and couldn't find her range at all. Made a lot of unforced errors, and Mona somehow got through. Maybe taking advantage of sort of the inexperienced Osaka and maybe dealing with that sort of scenario.
Just didn't look as if she was mentally ready for that match today, Osaka, and I think that I'm not sure what a coach was saying, and I'm no tennis coach, etc. But it was clearly evident that all you had to do was a lot of drop shotting today. Mona wasn't going to chase too much down, and she didn't change. Osaka didn't seem to change her game plan from what got her a victory in the first round, and I think that's probably where it came unglued. But Bartle, with her experience, was able to play the percentages, and that's all she did. Play the percentages, got a lot of balls back, and she moves away through the tournament to the quarters.
Yeah, hopefully she comes up okay. Of course, Cornet going through her own battles last night, so interesting quarterfinal matchup, that one. Well done, the 1-2 punch there from Birrell, but a placement with the serve. Certainly shown us some signs today why she has risen in the rankings and had a bit of success on the Australian Pro Tour.
Yeah,
certainly the foundations. Just up against a player who's been there and done it for so long.
You just look at Birrell though, and you can see something, can't you? She's got some power, and I know she's got that right elbow heavily strapped and etc. But she doesn't seem to be hampering her, probably just for confidence only. But you can see that she's going to get better, and that's a good sign for Australian tennis. Works very hard, according to a coach. She's a very driven young lady, which is terrific.
So second double for Kim, 30 all. Trying to hold here in the opening game.
Can't get any rhythm. She can't get on any sort of a roll. But Cibulkova is a star, and she won't let her back in.
Well, that's what she's always prided herself on, Dominika. She knows that she can't always match the bigger players on serve and weight of ground stroke, but she can keep balls in and just wear down opponents. It's a little bit of luck when things are going away. Those things tend to go hand in hand. The break comes. First game of the second set. 6-1. 1-love.
Kiki Burton's form has been outstanding so far in this in this tournament, and is really starting to play some very, very good tennis. And she's been around a little while now, Kiki, hasn't she? So
yeah, I didn't pick that. I mean, 3-2 up there, had the break, had the early going in that match. She was really hitting that forehand crisply. Better ranked player, Kiki coming off a tough 2015, and then things just changed all of a sudden. Beck just lost her range. Kiki was able to get some free points on that serve. Beck just couldn't quite dig herself out of the hole.
no. Just get the feeling a little bit of frustration starting to creep in now. It's been relentless from Cibulkova. Just a bit of kick on that serve. You'll learn a bit today, Kim. So she can hang in. She just needs to stick with it.
Half court ball back there, easy put away for Cibulkova. Noticed taking longer on the serve than she has in the past, sort of doing the Sharapova type glare just before she settles in. It's a big part of her game that she works on, because against the better players she knows that it's got to be competitive, the serve, in terms of hitting the right spots, because the good players just will put away balls. Always capable of serving a lot of aces, Cibulkova, but just trying to be consistent and get good first serves in that not easy to return. And depth of shot, that's the other thing that she just constantly works on. If you watch her train, it's just ball after ball after ball, just hitting the right marks.
Dictated terms in this match right from the get-go. Well played by Cibulkova, and I think at one stage she'd given up on it and then thought, no, I am going to get there, and just managed to scrape it over the net, but Cibulkova with the easy wrong foot put away. So a little trip at the end by Kimberley.
So Dominika in total control here of this second round match. Going very quickly for Australia's Kimberley Birrell.
Yes, the learning curve is steep.
Just 32 minutes we've been going here on centre court. Certainly a contrast to yesterday. We had some big matches.
Lise Cornet talking to her after the match. She tried to win the crowd back again, and she she was frustrated.
I don't necessarily think the crowd were against you. I think they're really enjoying the underdog. And we do here in Australia. We love it when an underdog really stands up. And
I think that's what I said to her, wasn't it?
Was terrific.
Yeah, she was. I as I said in the interview after the match, I said I don't think it's anything against you. I said it's just sometimes that the underdog can get dragged along with you, and she said, oh no, she said sometimes I play up and sometimes I do. but after the first question, where she had a very intense look on her face, after that you could just see everything started to relax, and I think she's just then the relief, I think, of the fact that she got through to the quarterfinals. And but I saw her on the show court 2 here just an hour or so ago, working very, very hard over there, and I'm sure that she'll give a good account of herself. She's up against Mona Bartle, who's got her own injury problems, so let's hope Mona is okay.
They're coming your way tomorrow here from Hobart. Just long by Birrell. So Kim with the knowledge yesterday that she's into the Australian Open, which is great news for her, and she can prepare for her first Slam of the year.
It's a while since she's won a point.
Ran right onto that.
They were.
So first little look here for Birrell, 15:30, second serve. Sails wide, so it gives Birrell 2 break points.
Bit of extra kick on that second serve, and Birrell just pushing it wide.
Well, that's lovely. Kim, shot of the day.
As good a tennis shot as you'll see that down the line.
Guilty. Followed up by a great serve down the tee. Second ace for Cibulkova. Just pulling the trigger wide with that one. Going toe-to-toe with Cibulkova was a good tennis. Good first strike from Birrell. It's great to get in a rally like that for the young Australian. Cibulkova's saved all the break points against her serve at the moment. Chance now to go 4-love up. So they'll replay the point.
Looked out.
Certainly.
First one was close, the prior one. Second one was definitely out.
Ace number 4. That serve down the middle has worked to great effect for Cibulkova. Another game point here for 4-love. Let's see where she goes. And the one out wide. Just as effective. 4 games to love. Wallabies better start tackling the stairs, I think.
Yes, easier going down than getting up. We'll see you for the night session, Brett.
Thank you, mate. Nice work, Michael Mody. We'll hear from him courtside. Winner of this match shortly. Cibulkova, 6-1, 4-love. 42 minutes travelled.
Dominika Cibulkova.
So Cibulkova, a game away from powering her way through to the quarterfinals here at the Hobart International. It's going to be a tough assignment for Kimberley Birrell. 341 in the world, still developing at 17 up against the world number 38, as high as 10, 12 months ago. A feisty competitor in Cibulkova. Night session tonight, 7 o'clock local time. The defending champion Heather Watson up against Monika Niculescu. Always fascinating to watch the Romanian. Sliced forehand. He's a different style of game. Of course, we haven't had a repeat winner here in Hobart in the history of this tournament. So Watson right in the mix if she can win tonight. So we've got Eugenie Bouchard, Camilla Giorgi, one quarterfinal confirmed. That's tomorrow. Mona Bartle to take on Elise Cornet. That one locked in as well. Joanna Larson will await the winner of that Niculescu and Watson match. And Kiki Burton's, well, a fair bit from here that she'll be taking on Dominika Cibulkova. A game away on serve at 6-1, 5-love.
Left, second, third. Out. 16-0. Very low.
And there it is. Blink and you'd miss it. 48 minutes for Dominika Cibulkova. Third seed here in Hobart. 6-1, 6-love through to the quarterfinals. As we mentioned, great experience for Kimberley Birrell. She goes up against a seasoned professional. She'll take a lot out of that. Well, at least now she knows she's in the Australian Open. She'll head to Melbourne, prepare for the first Grand Slam of the year. Kim, with that wild card, certainly a step up for her today to take on a player who has been, of course, inside the top 10 of women's tennis. So Kim will make her way off court. We'll hear from Dominika in just a moment. On a beautiful day here in Hobart. It's been a bit of Dominika dominance. She'll speak to Michael Money courtside.
Once again, put your hands together for Dominika Cibulkova. Really well done.
Dominika, a dominant performance there. Kimberley, an inexperienced player, but I guess sometimes those games can be tricky when you come up against young players, particularly in Australia, but you seem to handle it well.
Yeah, of course. You know, I have a lot of experience with these matches, and I never underestimate the players. So today was tough mentally, but I was feeling really good and I was strong, and that's the result. It says everything.
Seem to be playing extremely well. I know you had some injuries toward the back end of last year, but how do you feel now? You've got a couple of games under your belt now here at the Hobart International into the quarters, so you must be very pleased with that.
Yeah, it paid off really well that I came here, and it's really nice tournament, and I just feel good on this court, and hopefully I'm going to continue like this. You know, last year I didn't play for 5 months, so it wasn't easy, but now I'm happy to be back on the court.
And you seem to have your power really back in your game too. A lot of depth in return of serve, and also from deep in the court. So you return. So you seem to be doing all the right things, and your serve is really going pretty well at the moment, winding it up quite nicely.
Yeah, you know, we were working on my serve a lot in the pre-season, and it's never easy to show it in a match. You know, it's as I said, it's a mental thing, tennis, and you have to be relaxed to play a good tennis. So today I was serving really well and returning, and that's when I play good.
Congratulations, well done. Through to the quarters. Dominika Cibulkova.
So Dominika books her berth along with Kiki Bertens, the qualifier from the Netherlands, also through to the quarterfinals today, and Mona Bartel, the 9th seed from Germany, through to the quarterfinals as well. Coming up tonight, we'll bring you the match 7 o'clock local time, just over 4 hours away. Monica Niculescu of Romania up against the defending champion Heather Watson. Make sure you rejoin us for our live stream here at hobartinternational.com.au for the night match coming up from 7 tonight.